And she says, taking into account everything she experienced, she is doing very well, and Atlanta police are still searching for that suspect. Well, after 2 hours and 15 minutes to be exact, I was hoping for some answers, like what went on behind those closed doors, what was discussed, and whether any deals were made. The Supreme Court is expected to hand down some much anticipated rulings today in its last day of the session. This is the white SUV that's going to get the full makeover, and we're going to take a little walk here because we are giving you an exclusive first-hand look at what some of this car is going to look like when it's done. This is some of that airbrush art by Anthony Gallegos. You can see some of the detailing here done just today. This project is something Damian Darcy has been working on for 4 years, and finally it's coming to life. Damian Darcy was a first responder at Ground Zero, helping to rescue dozens of people from the Twin Towers. He now lives in Utah and for the past 4 years overcome hurdles and red tape to create a tribute vehicle. Darcy says the idea came to him after a 9/11 anniversary hike.
There are a lot of people that remember, but I don't want them remembering just one day of the year. You know, it's with me every day of my life.
Darcy is working with Anthony Gallegos, the airbrush artist who is donating up to 100 hours of his time to transform this Honda Passport.
To me, I was ready to go, help do whatever I could, and so this is kind of my outlet to do that since, you know, we never did anything like that.
We looked on as Gallegos began the project, spraying the first layer of blues and reds. The design of the hood coming from the 9/11 Three Heroes patch. Nearly the entire SUV will be painted with memorial designs. We asked Darcy why a car.
But a car in a parking lot driving on the freeway, it tends to catch people's eyes.
The tribute vehicle will be completed this September 11th. Darcy says he hopes the car will be invited to parades, car shows, and be part of funeral services for fallen firefighters.
I'm hoping it'll be embraced by everybody and they'll, you know, take a moment to reflect back not only on 9/11, but on the firefighters and the soldiers and the police who put their lives on the line every single day to defend what most of us take for granted.
And back live, this very jacket belongs to Darcy, and a lot of the patches you see on here will be somewhere on this car. In fact, this exact patch will make it as one of the designs on this car when it's completed. And another plan, once this SUV gets its full makeover next year, is a cross-country trip to New York City. Reporting live in Salt Lake, Lao Cutler, ABC4 News. The message has been loud and clear for the past 6 weeks. Police presence has increased at this park after they continue to get complaint after complaint about gang members known as the Juggalos.
They're usually just loud, obnoxious. They harass people, got a lot of bad language.
Police say a group of kids known as Juggalos have been a constant problem at this Sandy Park. Juggalo is a name given to fans of the music group Insane Clown Posse, known for wearing clown-like face paint and violent lyrics.
Actual fights that are in progress, you know, 5, 10 guys fighting. We're getting calls of underage kids drinking in the park. We're getting calls of people harassing people just in the parks.
After word of yet another day of complaints at Dewey Bluth Park, we showed up to find several Juggalos getting tickets.
I watched him harass a mentally handicapped person walking through and just yelling, screaming at him, and he was afraid.
Now you need to leave.
Sandy police say they're draining their resources combating the Juggalos here, a group their department considers a gang. Nearby residents who frequent the park are well aware of their reputation.
When we're walking, I carry nothing but my keys to the house because I don't want to have a problem. And if they do confront me with something, I can say, I don't have anything, and this is the reason why.
But these Juggalos say we have it all wrong.
The Juggalos I know, they're all peaceful, and they like to sit back and relax and not cause any problems.
They believe they're being unfairly targeted, that the behavior of a few have all Juggalos mislabeled.
There's no Juggalo gang. We have no rival gangs. The only time we start stuff with somebody is when they come start it to us first. I'm hated on daily because of the shirts that I wear, the way I do my hair.
And back live, police tell me they are taking a no-tolerance policy on this issue, which means juggalos in this park that have been ticketed before and continue to cause problems here will be arrested. Reporting live in Sandy, Annie Cutler, ABC 4 News. This equipment is worth a lot to these players. As any athlete will tell you, sometimes equipment really is everything. But to anybody else, to the person or the people who might have the stuff, it really isn't worth anything or mean anything to them. These players really just want to get their stuff back, and they're hoping the community will take action to help. Players of the Riverton All-Star team, also this year's state champions, played a practice game Thursday, but half the players are missing their equipment. Everything from bats to gloves to catcher's equipment was stolen from the coach's garage the day before.
We just pull up in the driveway, get the equipment out, and we come and set it right in here. We actually never park in the garage.
When Richard Poppy and his players learned of the theft, their hearts sank.
I'm pretty angry, a little disappointed.
These 16 to 18-year-olds have been working hard to fundraise, pulling together much needed money to go to California for the Pacific Regional Babe Ruth Tournament. And if they win there, they'll go straight to the World Series. But now there's a kink in the plan. This is a detailed list of what was stolen. 2 sports bags filled with over $2,600 of baseball gear. And that's about how much the team has made from their fundraising.
You know, we're almost in a deficit now with that gear being gone, so it makes it hard.
Without your equipment, you can't really go out there and do your job, do everything good.
Who stole the equipment and why is still a mystery.
We were all out looking in dumpsters because we figured that if somebody was to take this stuff, they're going to look in it and go, oh, it's just baseball stuff.
The team is now making a plea to the person or people responsible.
If they were just to come by in the middle of the night and throw it over my fence, I would be the most grateful person you'd ever see.
They're also hoping the community will come together and donate enough to make these players' dreams come true. Now, the team needs to leave in 5 days. They are scheduled to play their first game in California July 22nd. That is a week from tonight. If you'd like to donate in any way, there's a website already set up, but you can go to our website, abc4.com. Be sure to click on that orange box and we will link you. Live in Riverton, Annie Cutler, ABC 4 News. Utahns now have to pay $1.70 per pack of cigarettes. Here in Wyoming, that tax is just 60 cents. That's a difference some Utahns think is worth the drive.
I need to buy guys 2 packs of Marlboro Ultralight 72s.
This customer is from Utah, but he's buying his cigarettes in Wyoming. Whether it's deliberate or he's just stopping through, either way it's cheaper for him and other Utah smokers to buy out of state.
From what I hear, a lot of people come up here and are stocking up buying cartons.
At Last Chance in Evanston, manager Linda Dennis says sales have been through the roof the past week.
When it's a $1-something difference in price, that makes a big difference for the buyer, of course.
She says Utah smokers at her store complain about the tobacco tax increase and their general attitude.
We're not going to pay it if we don't have to.
Here at Last Chance, they restock their shelves every Thursday with 80 cartons of Marlboros. Well, 5 days later, they were all sold out, and they tell me other stores in Evanston sell even more. Utah State Tax Commission spokesman Charlie Roberts says he is not surprised to hear this news.
The purpose wasn't to get more tax. The purpose was to use it as a deterrent for smoking.
Roberts says it is not against the law for Utahns to buy their tobacco in Wyoming and bring it back into the state. What is illegal is when someone does that, then sells the cigarettes to others.
It's also illegal to purchase tobacco over the internet with somebody that's not registered with the state.
According to the Utah State Tax Commission, the state is projected to get about $40 to $50 million this year from the tobacco tax increase. In Evanston, Annie Cutler, ABC 4 News.